When the Transformers toy line hit shelves in 1984, it was an instant hit. But the problem with any hit is, it's bound to inspire imitators. These are the basics on the iconic way that Hasbro distinguished their toys from all the others trying to ride their coattails. The colour-changing stickers known as RUBSIGNS. The mid-1980s were a golden age for transforming robots on television and toy store shelves. From Transformers, to GoBots, to Voltron, Mighty Orbots, Converters, Zybots, and more you've never heard of, not to mention bootlegs and knockoffs. But with their coordinated toy line, comic book, and cartoon, it was Hasbro's robots in disguise that quickly emerged as the market leaders. Due to their popularity, and the clear, descriptive nature of their name, the word Transformer soon became a sort of cultural shorthand that people used to refer to any kind of shape-changing robot. The same way that in just a few years' time, parents all across America would soon be calling every video game system a Nintendo.
What's happening? Ship changing.
My gosh. It's not just a spaceship. It's a transformer.
With all this potential for confusion, Hasbro needed a way to mark their Transformers as the real thing, and found the answer in a special sticker designed and patented by employees Henry Ornstein and George Dunsey. These small stickers contained thermochromic liquid crystals, which changed colour with temperature. When cold, they were black, but when they were warmed up, say by having a finger rubbed over them, their colour changed to reveal a previously hidden image of the Autobot or Decepticon insignia. Later given the name RUBSIGNS by fans, these labels would serve as proof of authenticity, something that only genuine Transformers toys would have. RUBSIGNS were added to all Transformers toys in 1985. Even the toys that had previously been released in 1984 were reissued with the stickers added, usually in addition to the faction symbols they already had, but in a few cases, the RUBSIGN actually replaced the toy's existing insignia. The rollout was accompanied by an advert narrated by Optimus Prime and Megatron that proudly proclaimed that only real Transformers sported these special badges.
Only we have the right to wear this symbol. Or this symbol. Only we are Autobots and Decepticons. Good versus evil. And only we have the right to be called the Transformers.
The RUBSIGN rollout began with a special promotion that introduced the Mini Spies, tiny, simple Transformers with pull-back motors, who were only available as a free pack-in bonus with the original 6 Autobot mini-vehicles. Originally released in the Japanese toy line Mecha Warriors in 1984, and imported by Hasbro for use in this promotion, there were 4 different kinds available: a 4x4, a Dune buggy, a Toyota FX1, and a Porsche 928, and each one was available in either white, blue, or yellow. The Mini Spies had no names or biographical info. Any one could be either an Autobot or a Decepticon. Kids wouldn't know which one they'd got until they rubbed their RUBSIGN. RUBSIGNs continued to be included on every Transformers toy through 1986 and 1987, which were now actively being designed to accommodate them, with indentations being sculpted on many of the figures into which the labels fitted. Some special cases included the Double Spy, Punch, who could transform into Autobot and Decepticon robot modes, and had a RUBSIGN for each. And the Autobot and Decepticon clones, identical robots who each had a special second RUBSIGN in addition to their regular one that hid a personalized symbol that would let kids tell them apart. The technology was also memorably used in Hasbro's 1987 toy line Battle Beasts. Each figure in this series of armoured animal warriors had a rub sign on its chest that hid a random emblem representing wood, fire, or water, which could be used to play a rock-paper-scissors style battle game for which the series was named.
Battle beast wood! Fire! Fire burns wood! Battle beast fire! Water! Water puts out fire! Battle beast water! Wood! Wood beats water! Battle beast.
Eventually though, with Transformers having outlived pretty much all its competitors, rub signs were dropped from the toy line starting in 1988. Though it does seem like it was a late decision, as several figures from that year still had the sculpted indentations where the label was meant to go. But they weren't gone forever. A decade later, they returned for the second year of the Beast Wars toy line in 1997, under the new name Energon Chips. They weren't advertised as proof of authenticity anymore. Rather, they were just a fun way to include an insignia on the figures, and they were now hidden inside or underneath the toys, revealed when they transformed into robot mode. Energon chips went on to appear on all Beast Wars toys until 1999, when they were replaced with spark crystals, translucent coloured plastic bubbles containing moulded chromed insignia. In the 21st century, most Transformers toy lines have stuck to either printing or sculpting regular insignia on figures. But rub signs do still pop up from time to time. They've been used on reissues of Generation 1 toys, in 2006's Transformers Classics toy line, and they were briefly brought back to prominence as the central gimmick of 2010's Reveal the Shield line, which, like the mini-spies back in the day, was built around emphasizing the mystery aspect of rub signs, encouraging buyers to learn a robot's allegiance by rubbing the sticker to reveal their shield, even though the answer could be found on the back of the toy's packaging. Though very much a real-world toy gimmick, on a few rare occasions, rub signs have played a role in Transformers media, being used by Transformers to conceal and reveal their insignia. Notable examples have occurred in Dreamwave Productions' 2003 comic book War and Peace, which featured a Cybertron ruled over by Shockwave, where Smokescreen wore a rub sign to secretly identify himself as a member of the underground Autobot resistance. And IDW Publishing's 2008 series Megatron Origin, in which Soundwave used a rub sign to hide his insignia in the days before the war, when the Decepticons were still a terrorist organization meeting in secret. Dreamwave's comics were also the first, and to date only media, to feature the mini-spies, who were characterized as small bots not suited to combat, who instead worked in administration, medicine, and espionage. Rub signs have even appeared on television, in the Transformers animated cartoon, which repurposed their design for blank black badges worn by Transformers who didn't belong to any faction, including the mercenary Lockdown and the dishonorably discharged ex-Autobot, Wasp. So that's the story of how a company protecting its brand created a classic piece of iconography that's still a fondly remembered part of the franchise today. Still going strong after nearly 40 years, with imitators, copycats, and hangers-on long ago left far behind, the Transformers have proven that only they have the right to be called by the name. And those are the basics on rub signs. Was proof of authenticity important to you back in the day? Share your memories in the comments. If you want more like this, subscribe and check out over 100 more videos about Transformers history and lore. Plus, get early access to new episodes by supporting the series on Patreon.